Hello, I'm Carrie, and this is Beyond the Womb Tarot, where I channel messages that help you continue to grow beyond the womb or expand your mind outside of your current comfort zone to enable you to become your highest self. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, watching, listening. So happy to be back. It is the new year, 2026. The new beginnings. That's really what the energy that I'm feeling right now. New beginnings, new start, fresh start, everything new, and not just from last year, but like it's just a whole new cycle, like a whole new beginning. Right now, you can even be feeling still some endings going on because like endings and beginnings, they're kind of like at the same point. Like it's not like a smooth transition where one day the ending ends and the beginning begins. It's kind of like a transition between the ending and the beginning. So you can be feeling that energy right now. I definitely am. So I wanted to come and do a reading, just talking about the new year, seeing what it is that we need to be looking at, focusing on, any advice that we can get. And yeah, that's what the spread is looking like right now. So if we start here and we look at the Hierophant and the Chariot, I'm really getting the energy of teacher, like a teacher coming in, or you coming in as a teacher, especially if you're a Taurus, like you can be a teacher. But I really feel like when it comes to new beginnings, either you're learning something new or you're teaching something like for the first time, or you're kind of like picking it back up and it's getting some momentum. You will know, of course, if you've been working on something to teach versus whether you're having a teacher come into your life. Like it will be pretty obvious which one of these resonates with you, but I really feel like there's this energy of like new information, new learnings, new teachings, new understandings coming in for you. When I look at the Page of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it's a new beginning. It's something that's not normal. Like it's outside of what you've been doing or working on or knowing. So even if you have been teaching before, it could be like a new lesson, a new class, a new style, like something different. And if it's something that you are learning, it can literally be like maybe you're being taught like a different aspect of the thing that you've been working on. Or if you in school still, you decide, I'm gonna change my major, I'm not feeling this. Like you can be learning something completely new and it's causing some disturbance in your life. It's like it's not a smooth transition. It's like this is all new. I got to start over. I got to learn from scratch. I'm not like good at this yet. It's causing me some like causing me to have to juggle some things, move some things around. It's causing me to have to change my beliefs. It's causing me to have to like gain new beliefs or look for information from different sources. Like this is something that you haven't, like you don't have as much information as you used to. This is a whole new realm for you, which I personally think is exciting. I feel like us learning new things in our life is the goal. Like there should never be a point where I'm like, oh, I've learned everything I need to learn. There should always be something more, something different, another aspect, another perspective that you can learn and gain, because that is how you become more evolved. I remember in school, I was a geologist back in the day, and in school for geology, our professors would have this saying, like, if you didn't learn new things, then you become a dinosaur. And what are dinosaurs? Extinct. Like, you have to keep learning and growing. You don't want to be a dinosaur, because that means that you're just going to be left behind. You're going to be like a fossil dug up later. Like, even with all of the new technology out there right now, like, I don't know how I feel about AI, but I want to understand it. I don't want to be a dinosaur. I remember back in the day when like the internet was like, oh, the internet, it's gonna, rot people's brains or whatever. And they may have happened, but if you refused back in the 80s and 90s to use the internet, then you're a dinosaur now because you don't know how to use the computer, or you don't know how to, get on email or like do simple things. Like it's important to continue to keep learning is what I'm saying. We got this Seven of Swords and this Queen of Swords. I love this because the Seven of Swords is like, yeah, you are going to be coming into all kind of new information that you might not even understand. It literally might be some stuff in there that, like, consider your belief system that you have already. There might be some things that you're learning that completely go against your belief system, but you already have this power to discern. It's being clarified by the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, oh, she can swim through some knowledge like I'm thinking about. There's a game There's some kind of game where fish are swimming and there's obstacles. Actually, I'm thinking about Mario when Mario's swimming. If you had Nintendo 64, you had Mario. Super Nintendo, Super Mario, whatever. There was this underwater world where Mario would swim through, and there would be obstacles like fish coming up against him. But you didn't play this game before, and you know how to kill the fish, go around the fish, avoid the fish, whatever it is you got to do in order for you to continue forward with your own personal beliefs. Like, there is no need, even though you're learning something new, there is no need to like allow. And I say learning something new. Again, you can be a teacher as well. But there's no need for you to allow the beliefs of others to come in and completely disrupt your like worldview or your view of the world. I think that's one of the things. I went to school for a long time. I took a lot of different classes. And one of the things that I could clearly see is how different teachers have different viewpoints. And it has nothing to do with you, but it definitely influences the way they teach and the way materials are being presented to you. I mean, we even talk about bias when it comes to students. The teachers might have a bias based on your looks, based on your nationality, based on your even your accent. You might look, this way, but you got this accent, and so they have this bias against you. If you're short, you're tall, you're pretty, you're male, you're female. Like, there's all of these biases that can go into the things that are being taught to you that can kind of almost be filtered down to you. But I see you having this power of discernment here with this Queen of Swords energy, and I'm just kind of bringing this up to let you know, like, either you're teaching or you're learning something new. You can be the teacher who might need to discern when it comes to the things and the information that you're teaching. Like, what are your biases? Is that something that you need to pay attention to when you're teaching this information? And if you're learning this information, like, hey, what's being taught to you? Like, what are the additional things? You might be being taught 1 + 1 = 2, but there's some other stuff that's also being trickled down in there. Remember to use your power of discernment, especially when there's something that feels off to you. Like, is it the information? Is it the way it's being presented? Is it maybe 1 + 1 = 2, but like they added something a little extra in there, and you're like, actually, no, you don't have to add that extra stuff. Like, that's opinion, actually. That's not fact. Being able to discern and understand the difference between what is being taught to you, what you are teaching, and what is like some of that extra information, opinion that you don't need, that is not important. You don't need to give out or teach, and you don't need to receive back. Especially, like, even sometimes when I read books, I can kind of feel the energy of the person who is written it and understand like where they're coming from, and like, ooh, I see you were hurt, or I see you haven't considered these other aspects, or I see like your beliefs are heavily influenced by this. Like really just paying attention to the things that you're taking in and understand that's just one source of information. Be sure to look at multiple sources of information before you make it your creed, and always check in with yourself on how does it resonate with you on the inside when you're hearing these things. And then over here we got the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. I just see victorious. Like, I won't say obstacles or enemies coming up against you, because I kind of feel like that's a little bit much for a collective reading when I don't know the situation and I'm not even sure exactly who I'm talking to. I'm talking to people who like to watch my readings. But I feel like moving forward, especially as you're learning something new, there might be obstacles coming against you. I'm thinking about something just as simple as an exam, like back when I was in school. You think you know the knowledge until you're tested on it, and it's like the knowledge was presented to you in one way, and then on the exam, it's like, whoa, like you asking me word problems like, what if Harry and Sally got on a train in different cities, but you didn't, present me the information in that way, and so now I'm needing to like shape and mold the knowledge that I have in order to fit what you're giving me. It's which can cause like a little bit of conflict, like between. There's no swords here, but I'm feeling like between the things and between the things that you're being asked to not spit out, things and the things that you're being asked to answer, let's say. But I feel like that you will be victorious in this. I just get the energy of like being honest like honesty. Yes, I was giving the example of an exam, but for instance, if you're at work or something and maybe your boss taught you something new, or you guys had like some kind of a trainer come in and teach you all something. So they taught you this thing that's new, but you never really understood how to apply it. And I feel like in this instance, this is being like, if you're the one who has to actually apply it, being honest and being like, yo, the information was great, but I still need a little bit more knowledge in order for me to apply this properly, because the information wasn't specific to this situation, or it wasn't like relevant in this situation. I'm gonna have to like finagle it and make it work. But basically what I'm saying is, because the 10 of Pentacles is here, it's like you're going to be able to do that. Like, you're going to be able to like untangle that information and make it to look like how you need it to look. It's just gonna take you some time, and I think it's gonna take you acknowledging like that's something that you're gonna need to do. Don't go in there saying, oh, I know everything and I don't need to unravel and unknot. I just need to take that knowledge and copy paste. That's not gonna help. It's gonna be important for you to make it your own, basically. As if you are teaching or being taught something. In order for you to actually apply that knowledge, you would need to make it your own. You would need to come up with your own examples. Like, if you're doing something like me and who's doing tarot, it needs to be something that is real to you, makes sense to you, because your audience is going to resonate with that more, rather than, well, the textbook said. Yeah, that's not going to be very helpful. But I really do see here, we're still in January 2025, or so 2026. I see here moving forward in education, like learning something new, teaching something new, having new challenges when it comes to that, and like just kind of figuring out how to do it, how your flow is. I want to get some advice. Ooh. Okay, I'm seeing here that this new education, or like need to learn something new or teach something new, has to do with like an ending. I know Three of Swords doesn't necessarily mean an ending, but sometimes it's like, I'm hearing the song Tupac, the old ways wasn't working. It's on us to do what we gotta do to survive. That's Changes by Tupac. I love that song. But it's just saying like, you could even had like a major belief that you held, and that belief led you to act in a certain way, do something in a certain way, but it didn't work. Like, whatever happened with that belief or happened in that scenario helped you to understand like, okay, this ain't right, this ain't working. Even if you try something like from a book, you're like, ew, like a recipe, for example. If you try like this and you put this and this together and you do it and you're like, no, this is not working, I'm never doing this again, it's disgusting. But like, take that and apply it to your actual life, like something that you may have done and a belief you may have held for a while, something that just hasn't been tested for you yet. So you had to go out there and try it. Old school, you had to like do it in the real world. It made you like choose a different path, or choose something new, choose to learn something new, choose to go a different way, choose a different path, choose to like find out a better way. Like, this way, I didn't like it, it was not good, so I'm like moving forward and I'm choosing a better way. Because of you making that decision and you deciding to like learn something new, try something new. Again, it could be teach something new, choose to like convey information in a different way. It's causing you to have a victory. Again, it's like there could have been something in the past that you believed. Like, I just keep seeing that. Like, you had this belief that was pretty strong. And I was telling you about the new things that you're learning. Like, if you're learning something new, you still need to filter it for the falsehoods, because especially if it's coming from someone else, it hasn't been tried by you. You don't understand how it's going to work for you. It needs to be like shaped and molded to work specifically for you. If you've learned this new thing, this new belief, this new way of doing things, and you could have literally been doing like this, to me, is something that has happened in the past or is currently happening. It's like you're learning a new way to do it, like filtering through the lies. And one of the lies could have caused you like some serious heartbreak. Could have even been like a relationship. But because you've like embraced this Queen of Swords energy, you're gonna have victory over whatever it is that you used to believe. It's like, oh, well, let me actually take those old beliefs and kind of shape and mold them to what I know now, because I have learned something. I learned something during this heartbreak moment that has helped me to shape and mold my beliefs to be more accurate to who I am and what I know now. And because of that, it's like you get this new information that you can move forward with. It's like this information that I have now, I can actually do something with. Like you can literally create a new class based off of this. Like, oh, didn't know that, but now when I'm going fishing and I tie this knot like this, when I tell you these fish don't never slip off this line, I don't never lose a hook, I gotta go and teach this to people. Like, this is valuable information. Or when I was dealing with this person, I was doing this and it was getting me nowhere. But when I started doing this, I started standing up and I started da-da-da. Oh, it got me everything I ever asked for. I should have been doing this from the beginning. I've taken all those classes and looked at all those videos on relationships, but this is the information that people need to be learning. Like, this can be you taking that information forward and showing people, teaching people, like helping folks to learn. Or even you, because you're still like in the learning phase, you taking that information and you want to test it out in other different places. I also see that. I think the advice here is it's all about like knowledge and wisdom. It's like knowledge versus wisdom. We can know something to be true, like 1 + 1 = 2, but if you don't really get the chance to sit down and try that knowledge, like in every single aspect, in every single space, then how do you know for sure that that information is going to work, you know, in the future? How is it going to work in the past? How is it going to work in Antarctica versus in Canada? Like, is it going to be the same in all these places? You have to test it out and see. It's like science. You don't just do one test or one trial. You have multiple trials and you just take the average of that. I kind of feel like whatever it is that you are going through, whatever lesson that you've just learned or lesson that you're teaching, there's this like trial and error period where you're taking that information, you're making it real and true to you, and that's going to be what you use in the future. Like I really see like this is like the way this guy is holding this earth. This is some valuable information that I can take this on the road. Like I'm thinking about a stand-up performance. I can take this on the road. I can perform this many times because I've gone to the clubs and tested it and it's been popular across the United States. So now it's time for me to record the special. Like I see you testing that information. Even if you're a teacher too, you might have learned something to be true for yourself, but you're not 100% sure if it's going to be true for your students. So keep teaching the class. Keep asking the questions. Like, don't ever walk forward thinking, oh, I know everything. Always be like trying to learn and grow and understand and expand on the knowledge that you do have, and also keep filtering for things that are not correct or things that are not quite right or things that might be based on bias. Like, there's so much that, you know, information that we can filter through. I'm even thinking about AI and like, I mean, there's so much that seems real, but it's not. And I think you taking the time and learning this lesson about trial and error, about multiple iterations of something is going to help in your future, in the future of the others that you teach. Okay, collective, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, watching this. Please let me know if this resonates with you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.